What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Let me know what time it is. Hey, it's an unfortunate bye week, but we still got time to laugh at the ops, you understand? That's our job today, you know what I'm saying? And it's very sad news for all of our opponents. They really gotta look at their own team play football today. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that peculiar? That's crazy, man. Shout out to everybody rocking though. Shout out to everybody rocking. On this good Sunday, you know, we actually get to relax and watch some football. We ain't gotta have the cardiac Cowboys getting on our nerves this morning. But it is gonna be boring. We gonna miss our team. That's how it go, man. That's how it go. But shout out to everybody rocking on screen so far. Shout out to Dean Cloud. Shout out to HTM Sports. Yes, sir, we should be still good with that. Shout out to Miss Elda Lockhart, Michael Lockhart, Chris Graham, Double R, Milan the Dunn, Joe Tranchino. And shout out to everybody rocking, man. Let's go. And first and foremost, we gotta make sure we shout out to the members in the building, man. I don't see any, but let me go over the members. Shout out to Area Stewart, DC4 Life Texas, Common Sense Lab, Columbus Hill, 55 Richburg, Data Yoda, Darren Posey, Dwayne Brown, TJ, T-Jack 321, Choctaw, Montana, Mafia Miles, Truth Only, and You Got Us the Poet. We in the building, man. Appreciate y'all for helping me keep these lights on, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Hey. But first and foremost, you gotta make sure them haters do the most. And that's hate, man. That's what they was put on God's green earth to do. You already knew, man. Hey, let's get this trap jump around the corner. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Now let's go. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey.
Ain't no looking back, came a long way.
Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey,
that what make them hate.
Let's get
that
it.
what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting K and they just in the way.
Hey,
that what make them
shout
hate.
out to
that
Rico
what make them hate.
Jones,
Cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Get it.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball, boy. Real high, used to rock knockout, but it's real now. Real fly. I probably average your career high. We the one they hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we hollin' a deal. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's get it.
Took my brother, that made me go
that like
harder.
and
That
share
turned me
for
to a
the
monster.
squad. It will
I'm
not
focused on the
charge a
comma.
card.
I'ma run up them comma for the summer.
Run up them numbers, yeah.
I know that they hate the way the ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain.
Yeah.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey, I know that
Yes,
they
sir,
mad,
Choctaw.
but
My
it just
team
let
came
'em
back
hate.
strong
That
with
what
the
make
K.
'em hate. That what make 'em hate.
Let's go.
And we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make 'em hate. That what make 'em hate. Hey, cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey.
Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it, man. You know the trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. It's a beautiful Sunday, but it's not the best Sunday because our team ain't playing. But we gonna make the most out of it. We got some things to discuss, you understand me? And we get to laugh at the ops, and we might possibly move up into first place if everything goes right today. You know? It's possible, y'all. We can move up to first place, I believe, or be tied for first place if the Filthy Eagles lose this game today.
Trap.
You know, we could possibly move up. We can win without winning. Just sitting here, we can win the bye week, y'all. We can win the bye week. And that sounds good, man. It's a lot of things to discuss. So let's get into it, man. I got one of the first topics I got. What changes can the offense do to get better? Offensive tweaks. Nah, that's not the one I had, is it? Let me see. Nah, what's going on? Hold on. I got the wrong stuff. There we go. What changes can the offense do to get better? Give up play calling. I know a lot of people calling for Mike McCarthy head already. And do y'all agree with this? Are y'all on the same type of vibes as this? I feel like it's way, way too premature in my opinion. Trap. I feel like, man, I don't know what it is. I don't know what Mike McCarthy did to the media, but they really be hating on this dude. Like, it ain't nothing he could do right to get him, you know what I'm saying, to be on the good side of the media. It seemed like they be ready to jump at Mike McCarthy. So even though he got a team that's 4-2 going into the bye week, still producing on the offensive end, we seen one real bad showing by this offense, and that was against the 49ers. Every other time, the offense did what they supposed to do, but they struggled in the red zone in a couple of games, but they still was moving the ball. I told you, a bad offense, in my opinion, is a 3-and-out type of offense. That's a bad offense. And that's what we was against the 49ers, unfortunately. So, that was a bad offense. That's when you can't produce. That's when you can't get first downs. That's when you can't absolutely do nothing, So that ain't really been us. That ain't been us for the majority of the year. But I still see people that's ready to chop Mike McCarthy head off. They ready to make him roll. And I don't agree with that. I really feel like it's way too premature. So are y'all ready to get, give Brian Schottenheimer, I guess, a spin at this? What y'all thinking about this play calling situation? Red said trade for Hollywood or DJ Chark. Hollywood will be nice with the speed, but DJ Chark, it don't seem like we know how to use bigger receivers. So, I don't know. And then like the way we've been using Michael Gallup, if we gonna use him, why we ain't gave him no targets in the red zone then? Like really like some 50-50 balls, some fade balls. We ain't really seen that, and that's one of his best things he do. And we still ain't seen nobody really give him that type of opportunities. We've been doing all kind of other stuff with Michael Gallup. So, if you're going to actually use him, at least do what he's better at. That's my opinion. Danny Savage said Dak's body count for coaches, OCs getting fired is higher than his real body count. Good grief. Danny, I really much so disagree. He had Jason Garrett forever. He had Jason Garrett for what? Most of his career. Come on now. Trap. Would you want Jason Garrett for your career? Let me know that. Would you want Jason Garrett over your son's career? Would you want Scott Linehan over your son's career? Would you want that? I don't think so. So, when people get to being real critical on Dak, they must forget who he had to begin his career with, who he had molding him into the player he is today. I disagree with a lot of the takes on that type of end. Like, some of those coaches just plain out supposed to be fired, Trap. Some of those players might supposed to be fired, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like Dak is just sabotaging everybody. He actually played ball his whole career. It just depends on how they want to utilize him. Now, maybe Mike McCarthy seen something in this last game that sparked some interest that might have him on the right type of time that he need to be on. Maybe he's seen that, hey, Dak still can run. They got reports out there saying that Dak got up to 18 miles per hour running on that quarterback keeper that he did in the red zone and on some of those scramble plays. So maybe, just maybe, that might give Mike McCarthy the indication that Dak Prescott is back to being his old self. He can still run the ball pretty decently and add that to his repertoire and to his bag when it comes to this red zone offense. Because I think that's something we've been looking for. We've been feeling like Dak should run. I don't care if Dak run nowhere between the 20 and the 20. I don't care. But when it get to the red zone, I always been pro letting Dak Prescott run. That's when it makes more sense. That's when it's more valuable. That's when it actually matters. Because just imagine Dak, God forbid something happened to him while he trying to get a first down. Now, if he was trying to get a touchdown, it'll actually mean more. You know what I'm saying? So at least let him do stuff like that in the red zone. That's my opinion. I always wanted to see the read option and stuff like that in the red zone with Dak Prescott. I just think that opened his game up a little more. And the way Dak built, man, to be honest with y'all, I really think he be needing to run the ball. Cause like it's just something about him. He like more like a football player. It get his blood flowing. He want to run somebody over. That's just how Dak built, man. It is.
Trap.
Some you'll notice every time they say, I think he got like a great record when it comes to him running the ball productively in a game. Like he really don't lose. And I believe that gets him on point. That gets him in the mindset that he need to be in to be successful out there, man. So if I was Mike McCarthy, if I knew that's what one of the things that press Dak buttons, I'd make sure he get him an early run in the early part of the game. Just let him get a run to get his blood flowing, get his juices flowing. Because, man, Dak really more of a straight football player than towards the side of just a normal quarterback. Like, quarterbacks made a little different. Dak made a little more on the football side. So he might need to be a little physical to wake him up a little bit. So I feel like that adds to his that'll add a lot to his repertoire if we did that. And the mindset we go about playing with him. Let's see. Yeah, he definitely more deadly running the football, man. I think that just wakes him up. It just do something to Dak. I ain't never seen Dak play bad when he be running the ball. It's like he be in his bag then. That's the Dak we need right there.
Trap.
It do seem like he need to just get. Yeah, you ain't lying, Kid Cowboy. I might give you that one. Like he do seem like he a pain freak, cause like you see Dak celebrate more when he runs somebody over compared to what he do when he throw a touchdown pass. Think about that. Which one be the more passionate Dak? Dak be going crazy when he do something physical. Every single time he do something physical, he be going crazy. And then when he throw a touchdown or something like that, he might just, do a little subtle celebration. It ain't as impactful when he do some that isn't physical, in my opinion. So I think that's just the type of quarterback he is, man. You might need to just embrace that and let him play football. Just take the leash off and let the man run free. Let him play football. You understand me? That's all I'm saying. Take the leash off. Let him play. That might be what he need, man. But I think that'll be one of the tweaks. I don't think Mike McCarthy needs to be, get his position took already. I think that's very hyperbolic and, reactionary by a lot of these people that's saying this type of stuff, because I don't see too many issues. I see him being rusty. I see him being able to be better, but I don't see him being, like, detrimental to the team to the point where he needs to be taken out. So I don't see that. I think that's a little premature. That's just my opinion. But I do see some things that we could do better at. Like Turpin been on fire, scoring touchdowns and stuff like that. He definitely need to be way more involved. I have him involved. As soon as you get past the 50-yard line, like anything up in there, I have Turpin involved because he's that type of threat. Like, we seen him make big-time runs and big-time touchdown catches. Like, he's like that. So when you get over that 50-yard line, I think that's when you need to start incorporating Turpin way more. I just think he's a deadly type weapon like that, and Mike McCarthy need to embrace that because, of course, you're really not getting what you want from Michael Gallup. You're really not getting a whole lot from Brandon Cooks right now. But it looks like when you put the ball in Turpin's hands, good things happen. So, maybe us and some of the naysayers that said Turpin wasn't that great at wide receiver, they need to eat their crow because it looks like Turpin is a very capable wide receiver that needs more runs and need more reps. So I really think he can open his offense up for us. I really do. So that might be something we need to explore. And another thing I can see us doing, maybe we need to involve Rico a little more. I'm not saying Tony is trash like a lot of people is out here. I'm not saying Tony is trash. I'm not saying he's garbage. But I do like the change up that Rico Dowdle provides to this offense. I really feel like he's a good change up back, and he's a powerful runner. Excuse me, and I feel like he's the type of back that we need sometimes, man. Especially sometimes the game fits the run style. Like who understand what I mean by that? Like sometimes the game just fits the run style. Like, okay, if it's a 49ers game, you need a Rico Dowdle for that game. Trap. You know, when you going up against these physical teams like that, man, it's just a mindset. Like, you know, you don't need the back that's going to run out of bounds, you know, a couple of yards early to avoid the contact. You might need the back that's just going to put his shoulder down and, you know, try to run somebody over in them type of games, because it's a physicality mindset. You need a mindset for that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like Rico need a little more involvement. He need a little more opportunities. And I think the team responds a little different when you got physical players on the field too. Like, if you ever played on a team, man, when somebody do something heroic, like run somebody over or you know, just do some type of stuff like that, it gets everybody going. Like, everybody turns up, everybody can start going crazy, and it raises the level of play around. You know, that's just the effect of a big play on a football team. So we might need to let Rico cook a little bit more. I don't know what the coaching staff looking at, but they might need to let him cook. Maybe let Hunter run a little more in the red zone as well. But let me go to the next topic we got on the docket real quick. Let me see. Bam. Okay. Still going big nickel or get a linebacker? So y'all know we signed Rashaan Evans. Do you think we get him more involved coming out the back end of this bye week? Because he definitely needs to be, in my opinion. If you've been following my work since I began this, or since we had Dan Quinn, I was one of the first people that was like not too high on this big nickel stuff. Like, I love it because it gets you some smaller, quicker dudes that can cover a little better than linebackers in there. But when you're going up against big physical teams that get to the second level, you almost in trouble. Like, you might get destroyed or dominated in that type of situation. And the only reason I feel like our team been surviving through this is because that we got some dogs at those positions. Like, I ain't just talking about they like physique or they physicality or something like that, but we got some people that's ready to go hit. Like Dono, he's really like that. So that's the only reason him being a smaller safety, playing linebacker, basically, he can survive, because he just got that mentality. Him and J. Ryan Curse, them boys just like that. So I felt like maybe I didn't like their physical skill set when it came to that position, because I feel like we need a linebacker. But when you see them boys just out there making plays and getting the team lit, I can't really hate on them. But I just don't think it can help us for the long term, though. I think maybe we might need to just get a real linebacker. Because that was my question from the get-go. I asked everybody, do y'all think the way Dan Quinn used this big nickel, is it because we don't have linebackers, or is it just the way Dan Quinn like to play? Because he sure had, what's his name? In Seattle, he had him playing. Earl Thomas. Nah, that wasn't Earl Thomas, was it? Earl Thomas was the safety? I can't think. I'm having a brain fart right now. But he was letting the linebacker cook in Seattle. He was. So I don't know if it's because we don't have no linebackers or what, but we might need to let this man cook right now, because I think this team really need an enforcer in the middle. And I know Rashaan Evans is a hitter. He'll come up and thump you. And that's what we need in this offense. I mean, his defense, in my opinion. So what y'all thinking? Y'all thinking the big nickel just who Dan Quinn is, or do y'all think Rashaan Evans will get more involved and be the middle linebacker? Danny said Dak need a slap in the pregame. He might do. That's just kind of how he is. He might need to bang his head against the wall or something. Dak just like that. He crazy. What y'all thinking about this linebacker big nickel situation? Let's see. TP. Let's see. Joe Tranchina says, I believe we need another cornerback because Eagles and 49ers have a great passing game. I wouldn't say great. They got some great wide receivers. The Eagles do. I ain't gonna hate on Jalen, but that boy AJ Brown raw. He good. And who else? Devontae good too. So yeah, they got some good wide receivers. Jalen is okay. He's good. He's not great. He's good. I give him good, Joe. Can't give him great though. Can't give him great. I give him good, not great. Not today. Let's see. Kid Cowboy says, yes, Eric, Rams next week. Who we got the Rams next week, yeah. He said we got the Rams next week. But I really think we might need to let Rashaan Evans play more. Like, this is the time where you get him more incorporated into the scheme. Because, it might not be, you might not have this type of time no more. Like, you didn't have this time when he first got here. You let him sit a week. Now you got 2 whole weeks to get him involved and incorporated into this defense. So he should be ready to cook right now. He should be ready to cook and ready to get involved right now. Let's see. Brendan Dunson says Desmond King. Well, that's a cornerback, right? Cornerback out of the Texans. He might be able to be added. I wonder what they'll want for him. It's a lot of cornerbacks that we can get, but I think we need a young cornerback because I don't know about Gilly. I like Gilly. I like what he did last game, but I'm just saying it's gonna be some matchups where it ain't gonna be favorable with him. He's just a little up there, man. Like, he's still good. I'm not saying he's not good, but it's gonna be some matchups. Like, it's not gonna be in our advantage with him. Like, I don't know if I like him against AJ Brown or nobody like that. AJ too big, too physical, too fast. I just don't. We needed Trey for that dude. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. We needed Trey. Trey would have been the greatest guy to go up against somebody like him, man. So it sucks that we don't have Trey no more right now, but we're gonna have to figure out a way to contain the young man because he's dangerous. I give him that. Joe says, I agree with you, landlord. I was talking about their receivers, not the quarterback. Yeah, their receivers nice. I can't hate on their receivers. They got some good receivers. Man. I can't hate on AJ Brown. He's a monster. He is. Kid Cowboy said, this reminds me of the Oilers when they just couldn't get by Pittsburgh, and if they had maybe we had one more Super Bowl. Possibly. Oh, he said he a free agent. I ain't know that. So they ain't nobody signed him. They had him playing for the Texans the last time I seen him. So, okay. So he's a journeyman at this point. Okay, this just happened 4 days ago. Let me see. Say the Steelers released King on Wednesday. King will head to free agency after playing just one defensive snap and falling to the record to record any stats in 3 games for the Steelers. The 28-year-old had just signed with the team back in August and will now look for another opportunity elsewhere. Oh, okay. So now he's a free agent. We do, Damien. It ain't no way around that. We absolutely do. And we got a strong cornerback room. Hopefully somebody like Nashawn could do it. Hey, Nashawn, right? We know he don't have the experience, but body type, he might be our best bet to go up against somebody like AJ. Real talk. But hopefully he just don't get cooked off the line. Now, if they get into, if he get into the route, I think Nashawn can bother him a little bit. But I don't know, man. AJ a little too physical, though. He's a problem, y'all. He really is. I can't even hate on him. He's a problem. He's a little too physical. Because Nashawn got the length, but he don't have the bulk. Because he might be bumping him off the spot. That's just typical AJ Brown. That's why he be so wide open, man. He physical at the top of his routes. Damian Crow says, oh, yeah. Bland is great. I love Bland. I love Bland, but it's still like he's great at what he do. Certain matchups, he might not look as good. That's why you got to put players in the best situations. You know, I feel like Bland could be a good boundary corner and a good slot corner, but he might be better in the slot. And he's still doing phenomenal outside. I don't know, man. We might just need to let him grow. Let him grow at where he should be. You know what I'm saying? Let him grow at slot corner. It's just such that out of necessity, we got to play him on the boundary right now. Richard Royster in the building says, what's up, man? Smash the like button. I appreciate you, man. Y'all hit that like for your boy, man. It look like a slow Sunday, so I ain't going to keep y'all in here too long. But we going to crank it up, though. We going to do what we do and give y'all some of this content, you know. Kid Cowboy says they have great route runners. Yeah, they do. Now, I can't lie. I ain't going to get up here and lie to you now. You know what I'm saying? They got some good receivers over there. Philly do. And hey, low key, Washington do too. They got some nice receivers over there. The Giants don't got nothing going on though. They have nothing. The Giants are embarrassing. I felt like last year was a fluke for them. You know, Washington look like they might be better than the Giants. So, let's see. We can move on to the next topic. Shout out to Micah Otter sliding in the Trinap. Okay, now, this is going to be pretty hard. Y'all. Now, look, we understand it's only 6 weeks in, but that's pretty close to the halfway mark. It's close. Not there, but it's close. And just to be 100% honest with y'all, I don't know how much this gonna change though. I don't know. I don't know. So, you know, it's a difference between Ricky report cards. You know, the report card is solid. That means that A is an A and that F is an F, unfortunately. So I have to say this is more of a progress report. You know, they got a chance to make it up. They got a chance to get better. They got a chance to raise their grade and raise their score, right? So I'm not going to deem these boys as terrible or as done. I'm not going to do it. But so far, we can look at them so far in the bye. Because, yeah, Richard Roaster, I understand that, but I guarantee you this is what the Dallas Cowboys doing too. Because the bye week, this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? You evaluate what your talent at, where they at. This just what normal people do when they got extra time. They gonna evaluate everything they got going on. So, you know, we gonna put our best Dallas Cowboy hat on and act like we them and evaluate these rookies so far. And it don't look too good right now, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Now, Myles Smith is probably going to be the most unfairly judged one because he's a defensive tackle. You're not going to see the flashy plays. If he's not blowing up combo blocks and knocking people out and, you know, blitzing and getting sacks and stuff like that, you're going to feel like he's not doing much. But, you know, he is playing okay. He done had a kind of roller coaster showing. He was up and down. A couple of games he was looking like he was okay. And then a few games he struggled. So this is going to be something we keep our eye on. Right now, he's not making enough noise to demand a lot of reps out there. That's one thing I don't like. But we'll have to see him later on. He's going to be the hardest one to evaluate to most people because you're looking for an impact. Defensive tackles ain't really giving you no eye-popping plays like that for the most part. But I think Myles will be straight, man. Towards the end of the year, I feel like he'll come on and be a little better with what he got going on. But what about your second round pick, man? Trap. See, right now, at this very moment, we already know, so don't get in here talking about, oh, you can't judge the rookie class yet. We know this. We know that it takes a couple of years to judge a whole rookie class. You really can't judge them in the first year or the first few games. We talking about what they gave us right now, what we seen from them so far. So this is what we going to do. All right. Schoonmaker, we haven't really seen much from him either. It looked like exactly what we seen on film in Michigan, that he's a phenomenal blocker, and, he's growing and he's developing as a pass catcher. And it still look like the same. Now, I've seen Schoonmaker make some great blocks. And look, believe it or not, Schoon might be right now, rookie Schoonmaker might be your best blocker right now as a tight end. He might be better than Jake slightly at blocking, and he's better than the other guys. But right now, right this second, as an inline tight end, Schoonmaker might be your best blocking tight end right now. But that's not the flashy stuff. That's not what we want to draft a second-round player for. That's not what's going to make headlines. You will never see a headline saying the Dallas Cowboys rookie tight end has a great blocking resume. You're not going to see that. Trap. But it is important for the day-to-day functionality of a football team in a football game. It is important. Because some of those plays might have not worked. You see, one thing I noticed, they use Schoonmaker a lot more in the red zone too. So it's a lot of stuff that you see that they trust Schoonmaker in making those blocks. Mike McCarthy, that's something he values. Blocking as a tight end is something very valuable to Mike McCarthy. So will that pay dividends for us right now or in the future? That's yet to be seen, but hopefully, Luke, if he don't make this big impact this year, I think next year you'll see him going crazy. I think he'll become good, but we talking about their impact right now. So right now, we don't have nothing going on with our first or second round pick to that degree, and I really feel like that could be hurting us right now. It really could. Now this third round pick it's just sad, It's sad. Because Overshawn looked like he was that dude, man. Overshawn looked like he was finna cut up. If we would have kept Overshawn, if Overshawn would have been able to stay healthy, I think the way he was looking like, he might have would have erased everybody else. He would have made us feel good about this whole draft class, look like to me. I ain't gonna lie. Trap. Overshawn looked like he was finna make us forget about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he was finna have us feeling good. But, unfortunately, he went down in camp. But, man, we really missing Overshawn right now. Because I could tell that he was the solution at linebacker. What we looking for right now? Linebacker. Out of our whole 2023 rookie class, he probably would have been the most impactful. So it's hard to dog out the team when they actually did get a solution, and it seems like he would have been a solution, but it just didn't work out for us, man. So that's pretty sad that, that young man looked like a phenomenal talent that we didn't get to see. But, hey, we got something to look forward to in the future, man. We got something to look forward to in the future because he was looking phenomenal, y'all. When I went out to training camp, man, it just so happened I had some good seats that day, too. I had some good seats. But it just so happened that day that I was out there, he went crazy. He got his hands on the ball like 3 times. Like, he was cutting up that day. So, I was leaving the practice like, man, we got us one. I was big on him. I was feeling like we really had us a linebacker. We've been searching for a linebacker since Sean Lee, in my opinion. And we had Sean Lee halftime, half the time. Sean Lee was so phenomenal, bro, but he just could not stay healthy. But since Sean Lee, we've been looking for a linebacker in Dallas. And it looked like Overshawn could have been that guy. We've been throwing swingers and, we've been throwing a lot of stuff at the wall trying to find a solution at linebacker. Like, we took the biggest risk ever on Jalen Smith, and then we drafted Van Der Esch in the first round. And now, a few years later, you don't have neither one of those guys. So, look, we still got Layden, but he's not here right now. So, that is something concerning, man. We've been trying to get a linebacker, and it's just not been working. And as soon as we get somebody that look promising, he get hurt and not available. So I don't know, y'all, man. That's just the way the cookie crumbles looks like for the Cowboys. But now, like we said, we did get Rashaan Evans, so maybe he can, patch that wound up a little bit and help us out. But Overshawn was gonna be that deal. So hold on, let's see what the 4th round pick was. Let's see. Hold on, cause I just was looking at these boys, and it's a 4th round is pretty high for Junior Feihoku, and he ain't even getting on the field, man. But I'm gonna be fair. Cause look, when I'm evaluating these rookies, we also gotta evaluate the team to be fair. When you evaluate the team as a whole, at the same time, this is a very good roster we have. So it's gonna be, when you get to drafting, you probably just drafted for depth a lot of the time. So Junior was definitely depth. He wasn't gonna start over nobody. So let's just not, we didn't have no starter expectations for him to begin with. We have a strong defensive line, and ain't no way he was going to really break that or crack that code. Excuse me. It was no way he was going to really work his way up into the starting rotation or nothing like that. He would have had to be Aaron Donald 2.0 to do that, But, it does make you sit back and say, hey, why not double dip at linebacker? Like, why not double dip at defensive tackle? He is a defensive tackle hybrid, but you could have got another real defensive tackle, or you could have went and got a wide receiver, a running back. It was a lot of different options that you could have took in the 4th round. That's very high. Look, it's probably a number of running backs that we could have took in the 4th round. A number of them, and running back is kind of an issue right now. It's not making us lose games, but it's not just, getting us over the top either. So I would have loved to trade Junior Feihoku for a linebacker right here in the 4th round. But hey, everything is clearer in hindsight. We understand that. But I wasn't too fond of the pick to begin with because I didn't know who he was really. So, I scouted a lot of players, and he was a player that I seen, but I wasn't really, considering us to get him. I did like his skill set. I did like his tape, but I felt like we could have had something more valuable at that pick right there, man. Like, when you think about it, bro, give me a running back right there, man. We would have had a dog running back right there in the 4th, bro. We would have had a dog running back in the 4th. Like, that's high for the running backs because they were so deep. We still would have had us a dog in the 4th round at running back. Like, bro. That pick right there hurt. The 5th round pick, we had a Sam Richards. I kind of like that pick. I'm not mad at that pick. Even though we're not using them that much, I think Richards' upside is going to pay us dividends later on down the line. He's just a 5th round pick, but he's an offensive lineman. I think that could be a Steele type dude. He could be your next Terrence Steele type guy that takes a big leap in a couple of years and just, breaks the mold of where he was drafted at. So he do got a lot of upside. I actually like him. And for the 5th round pick, and at a premium position right there at 5th round pick, the Cowboys trying to turn a crumb into a brick right there. That's what I say, Trap. They trying to turn a crumb into a brick because what if a Sam Richards becomes that guy? And then next thing you know, you got a premium pick. You got a premium player at a premium position for a little or nothing. And that's what type of trajectory he looked like he could be on. He showed some promise when he got his opportunity. So I like that pick. But when you get to talking about the 6th round pick, Eric Scott, he got a lot of upside, a lot of potential. And you do take a swing in those situations. So I'm not mad at that type of stuff like that. You take a swing. You don't want to think about what the floor would be for a 6th round player. Like, you don't want to go floor in the 6th round. Trap. Bro, in the 6th round, if you go floor, Like, come on now. Floor in the 6th round, you out of the NFL. So you got to expect in a situation like that, we're going to be swinging for the fences. We're going to be trying to get something. We're going to be trying to produce. We're going to be trying to make that crumb into a brick again. That's what we're going to try to do when it comes to a 6th round, 7th round pick. You don't want nobody, you don't want to pick somebody who is a 6th round pick. Like, you want to pick somebody with tremendous upside who could actually be like a steal in the 6th. So Eric Scott do look like he got potential. You know, like we said, he had an outstanding camp, but then he couldn't transition that into the preseason. So that was something that was kind of alarming to me. You want to see them young players be able to carry it over. And I don't think he did so, because during the preseason, he was kind of getting cooked a little bit. But I still think he got some upside. I still think he can play. I think he'll be okay. Like maybe in a year or so. In a year or so, I think we'll like that pick. in a year or so. Not right now, but it is a 6th round pick. What do you want? What do you want? But for the most part, man, like we said, let me see. I don't even know who the 7th round pick was right now. Let's see. Did we pick anybody in the 7th round? Let me see. Oh, yeah, we got Jalen Brooks. Deuce Vaughn was the other 6th round pick. And that'll be the last one I talk about. Don't blame me, but HTM was calling this man Little Legs yesterday. Trap. HTM was calling this man Little Tiny Legs yesterday. You know, I would never say nothing like that. You know, not landlord from Alabama. We don't behave that way, you know, over here in the trap. But, you know, Deuce Vaughn, I know HTM typing up a storm right now. Trap. I know his fingers working right now. But okay, Deuce Vaughn. He pulled the biggest heist ever, you know, in the preseason, y'all. Deuce looked like he was him. He would look like he was him, Jones.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
But we ain't seen nothing. So y'all snitching in the trap. That's what y'all doing. Y'all trap. Come on now. Trap. I thought we don't tell on each other now. Not in this place. No, that was not me. You know, Ishnay on the Ishnay. T. Foster, what's going on? We don't tell on each other over here. You know that. You know better than that, sir. You know what's going on. Even though I told on him, but you know, keep it on the hush. Be quiet. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody else. But Deuce Vaughn has not done what we wanted him to do. You know what I'm saying? What we thought he would do. And like I said, it seems like it's been a short fall from grace, because it got to be a fall from grace when you become from a part of the plan, packages for you, packages only for you. Like, this is your package, sir. When Deuce Vaughn had a package in the offense, and then he go from that to a healthy scratch, like that's a drop. That's a fall from grace right there. That's a big fall from grace, and it's alarming. Now I can see you go from being a part of the plan to, you know, not so much part of the plan. I can see that, but from part of the plan to nothing. Bruce, it was no pun intended on that, sir. It was no pun. The reason I said a short fall, because how high was he really? You know what I'm saying? I can see if I was like, that's like, y'all wrong, man. Trap. Y'all just ain't right, man. Y'all won't let me be great today. Like, I'm not talking about Deuce. I'm not talking about Deuce's height right now, okay? That's not what we're doing. I just said the fall from grace would be short because he wasn't that high to begin with. That's the only reason I said that, okay? All right? I'm not talking about short people, okay? We got a lot of good short people out here in the world. Y'all got to chill out, man. Y'all got to chill out, man. But, you know, I can't say he was super high to begin with, so that was a slight fall from grace. it looked like he fell out of grace with. See, I ain't finna see that. Look, ATL now we got you on camera. We got you on candy camera.
Trap.
We got him on camera because y'all said it was just me. Now, if Deuce falls out of bed, it could be fatal. Y'all see, y'all ain't. I ain't got Hey, man, that boy out for the year. He on IR because he rolled out the bed. Man, chill out, man. Chill out.
Trap.
Got all kind of ligaments going on just because he fell out the bed. Now he Deuce Vaughn ligaments because he just rolled out the bed wrong. That's crazy. Y'all wrong for that, man. Y'all wrong for that. He said, hey, I'm 5'9", so I can't crack on too many. 5'9" is the average height for adult male in the U.S. So you an average height guy. You're not short. You average height. Deuce is 5'4", 5'3". Nah, he ain't 5'3". He ain't 5'3". How tall Deuce is again? A 5'2". That man ain't 5'2". Y'all gotta chop him. Hey, stop it.
Trap.
That man is not 5'2". Like, I would not take that. No, he's not. But man, I think I did a nice little evaluation on these boys, man. I'm not finna sit up here and dog nobody out. He is not 5'2". I would not accept that. We don't accept that form of currency in the trial. We do not. I will not. The 5'2" is ridiculous. Like, my daughter might be 5'2". She 10 years old.
Trap.
But listen, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's not what we're doing today, okay? So we're gonna leave that alone. And we probably got the Three Amigos coming. Is y'all boys ready? Let's do it before we get on up out of here. Because I'm not finna be bashing nobody's children on this good Sunday. I'm not doing it. That's not what we're doing here. Man, y'all saying this boy got lifters in his shoes, thick soles. See, nah, nope. Look, this is a good Sunday. We're not finna do that. We're not doing that today. Let me know if y'all ready to go, Mr. HTM. Let me know if y'all ready to go. Because it's Sunday, and I'm not finna talk about these people children like that. Say, y'all got me crying. See, man, look, man. So, okay, I gotta get one joke before I go. Do y'all think that Deuce got the little stools in his bathroom? Not in the bathroom, but in the kitchen. Like, do you think he got the little stools that you have to... Never mind, man, never mind.
Trap.
So y'all saying Deuce got the little... So wait a minute. Do he have anything on the top shelf in his cabinets? Do we got anything up there?
Trap.
I'm asking. Never mind, man. We gonna go ahead and hang it up, man. I'm gonna get out of here, bro. I don't got time for this, because I'm better than this. We better than this. We better than this. Y'all better than this. Like, we better than this on this good day. We are. This boy cars and this man got custom cat. Hey, man, chill out, man. Y'all wrong, man. We love you, Deuce, but we just need you to turn up a little bit more. Hey, when you turn up, we ain't cracking on your height no more, bro. You good from that day forward. You good. You good, bro. When you turn up, we gonna leave you completely alone, bro. We ain't got no more jokes for you. As soon as you turn up, we gonna leave you be, bro. I promise you. You gonna make all us eat crow, and I can't wait. But, man, I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And, man, shout out to everybody that's rocking, man. And please make sure you become a member and support this, man. Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see these lights I got over here, Help me keep the lights on. Y'all see But man, I really do plan on doing some great things with this space, man, and I appreciate everybody that believing in me and supporting my movement and supporting me in everything I'm doing, man. So I appreciate y'all. But you know why them haters be hating on us, because why? Because we are the greatest. That's why. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Make sure you hit that like and share for the sport. Put my not charge your card. Money. And we out.
My hand.
Let's go.
Yeah. And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in the shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how it feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, and dollars till you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth, these people know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics, I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me, I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how it feel. We go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the doubters see you make it, and show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success. But nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.